T minus 10, 9, 8, 7. Do I have everything in order here? It looks to be that I do. Oh wait, I'm missing one thing. Since I'm sure there's gonna be. Yep. We got chat activity. That's good. So that means I gotta pull this phone out and pull up the chat and try to have it set up somewhere where I'll at least notice it every so often. Because I got three screens I'm looking at. This is mostly just going to be more news commentary. Is this good? Do I need to turn my levels up? Do I need to move this again? I got to get a little mic stand like all the pros have. Because this thing is just, it's not going to fucking cut it. It's not going to cut it, man. I'm going to... Oh, shit. Yeah, I gotta turn that off. Wait a minute, am I still... No, apparently not. Some technical difficulties here, as usual. Alright, on this phone, I gotta turn off the lock screen thing, the auto shut off. Set to never. On this phone, should already be on the same thing. Stand by. What is going on here? All right, yeah. So we're just gonna jump right into it here. We got the chat up. I got a whole bunch of fucking shit. I was gonna wait till tomorrow to do this stream, honestly, because I just wasn't feeling it tonight at first. But I looked at how much shit I had pulled up, and I was like, wow, that's, what, 6 different tabs? 6 different stories? I'm going to try to move through them a little quicker than I usually do. Especially because 3 of them are kind of the same. A lot of Charlie Kirk fallout still going on, which is, you know, gay. I'm tired of talking about it. Let it be the last stream I have to bring this shit up, because I'm ready to move on. I know the other day I was talking about news cycles and people complaining about there's all these crazy things going on, and then we just move on as a country. Well, I think it's time for us to move on from this Kirk shit, honestly. Ugh. That is strong. High Lie, double IPA, for those wondering. Which makes me a double faggot, I guess, for drinking a double IPA. First one, here we go. Okay, Erica Kirk named CEO of TPUSA. I'm not going to read this article. I'm just going to comment on that. Be careful, woman, because you never know. You may be next. And then your fucking kids are gonna grow up as orphans because you don't know how to sit down and, stay in your place. Let some other man take the job, That's a man's position anyway. You don't need to be out there arguing with college kids about their flawed worldviews. Go be a mother to your infant children. What's wrong with you? And they're letting her do this, too. That's the fucked up part. They are just like, yeah, you go, girl power. No. If you people were really what you say you were for, I mean, I remember reading somewhere not too long ago that Charlie Kirk was talking on Taylor Swift's getting married. And I thought I remember him saying something along the lines of, go home, be a mother to your kids, have lots of kids. I don't think Charlie would want his woman running this fucking business. But no one's gonna stop her, right? Let's It's hypocritical of them, but whatever. Whatever. Charlie was waking up to the nasally endowed. Yes, I think that was starting to happen. Unfortunately, we can't have too much of that going on in the mainstream. People end up dead. That's all I wanted to say on that. Go sit down, woman. Now on to the next. This one I just found funny. Fox News. Hillary Clinton sparks social media firestorm for promoting book warning about fascists. Clinton rips authoritarians while promoting new book from Teachers Union Chief Randy Weingarten. Oi! We know what that is. Of course. Who else is going to be out here promoting this kind of nonsense? Oi! Former Secretary of State. Why not just call her former First Lady? That was like the most prestigious position, right? Hillary Clinton is getting blasted after posting a picture supporting American Federation of Teachers Chief Randy Weingarten. His new book that suggests her political opponents are fascists. Well, that's straight out of their playbook. Everyone that disagrees with me is a Nazi. Everyone that disagrees with me is literally Hitler, a fascist, a racist. Eats puppies. I mean, whatever they can do to demonize, they will do. Not to say that it's not also present on the right side of things, but they're the pros at it. That is strong. Well, I gotta go through that quick. When that goes flat, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle this. Congratulations to my friend Weingarten, oi! On why fascists fear teachers. From banning books to controlling curriculum. Authoritarians go after public education. Because it's a cornerstone of democracy. Oh, God. Just fucking... Ugh. Is anyone else tired of this language? Oh, it's a cornerstone of democracy. Democracy is dying. We must save it. Why? So we can continue to let retards and people that don't have our best interests in mind keep fucking us over every 4 years? It's time for democracy to die. At the very least, it's time for a lot of these people running the show to be cycled out. Replace all the monkeys in the cage, as it were. Randy's new book is a critical read for this moment. Clinton was criticized by conservatives for the post, which they argued continued the smear campaign against political opponents that many believe contributed to the assassination of Kirk. Well, I didn't think they were going to turn this article into a thing about Kirk, but hey, I mean, as long as they can keep dragging that thing out, It's been 1 week since Kirk was murdered by a lunatic who wrote about fascists on shell casings. Matt Whitlock, I don't know, who the fuck's that? Posted on X. Now Randy Weingarten, has a new book arguing everyone who disagrees with her views on public education, which have destroyed public education in America, is a fascist. Well, I mean... the way I see this is Hillary's just doing anything to stay relevant at this point, What else does she really have? The last anyone really heard of her was when she lost in 2016 and then wrote a book about it, blaming everyone but herself, even blaming her own voting base, the ultimate cope. And everyone's just talking all this shit about it. It's a bit of a long article. I won't get too into it, because that was also just a side note. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Fascists. These people using the term fascist, they don't even know what it really means. Just like all these people wanting communism in this country. All these kids, all these college-age morons touting their communism. We need, well, me and my comrades want to. Okay, look, I've personally known people that grew up in communist countries. I know people who had to escape them and came to the United States. These are friends of mine's parents. Even one of their older brothers was old enough to remember it. And they're all conservative as fuck. You know why? Because they know what communism really does and what it really is about. They don't want that shit in this country. They came here to get away from it. And now they're like, the younger generation wants this? Are you crazy? Oh no, but it'll work this time. It'll work here if we just do it the right way. Well, is it working in Venezuela? I don't know. Let's find out, because I do have a... Fuck you, Ray. You'll look at the chat every once in a while here. Where is it, man? I thought I had it up. Is this the one? Yeah, okay. Politico. Since I mentioned Venezuela. GOP officials fear U.S. strikes on alleged drug smugglers aren't legal. I mean, does it really matter? What law are we violating? Our own laws about this? Well, that's our laws. If that's what we're doing, then we can circumvent our own laws to take out what are deemed domestic terrorists. And I would say anyone bringing massive amounts of fentanyl, forget about any other drugs, but at least the fentanyl, I would consider them terrorists. Not to say, oh, they're killing all these people. It's more like, well, the people are choosing to do it, but I don't want to be around drug addicts. Not that kind, anyway. I can tolerate a drug addict to a certain extent. I used to be one, sort of. But not those fentanyl zombies, man. Yeah, get Steve in here, man. Let's get the whole fucking crew in here. Let's just start getting everyone in here. Let's get my view count up to, like, fucking at least 200. At least 200. I mean, that's a big number, honestly. I don't even think... Does James Hake get 200 at a time? And I'm more entertaining than he is. And I'm more truthful than he is. No way in hell I'm gonna get beat by fucking... Fag Hake. Alright, so, back to it here, man. Distracted me. I'm distracting myself. I'm a bit of a retard. Bear with me, folks. The Trump administration. Oh, Lord. I don't even want to read. If that's how you're going to start the article, oh, this is going to be boring. Maybe I can spice it up a little. Facing growing calls from former government officials, including some in Republican administration. What does that even mean, dude? What? To offer a legal justification for Trump's 2 missile strikes this month on boats allegedly piloted by members of a Venezuelan drug cartel. These experts say the use of such force outside of war blurs the legal distinction between law enforcement and military actions. I mean, does it really matter? Law enforcement, military action, it's the same thing. It's force. It's force. Whether it's used under the pretense of law enforcement or under the pretense of military excursions, it's just America exerting its force, and it's got some fucking serious force to exert, don't we? There has to be a line between crime and war. Oh yeah, that's why I saved this fucking guy, what he said. That's what made me keep this article up. There has to be a line between crime and war, says John Yu, a former Deputy Assistant Attorney General. We can't just consider anything that harms the country to be a matter for the military, because that could potentially include every crime. I mean, look, I'm all for keeping the government down a little bit, keeping them in check. But what's the difference, right? The military enforcing the law, like he's been doing with all the different cities with the National Guard, or local law enforcement, which are almost as well armed as militaries in a lot of areas. I would be willing to say that our police in most big cities are better armed than foreign militaries in most poor countries. So what's it really matter? Especially if we're doing it against Venezuelans or any other country. Who cares? What are we supposed to send out law enforcement after them? The National Guard? Who cares what branch of the military it is? I say take them all out. Traditionally, oh wait, no. Wait. Yeah, traditionally we've treated crimes, drug crimes, as a criminal justice problem. You said, and the administration needs to make a stronger case than it's been making so far about why the law should consider cartels to be enemies of war. Well, again, why do we need a distinction? They're enemies of our nation. They kill people. They, usually their own countries, but they behead people, and they're bringing in drugs, which are illegal in our country. Why wouldn't we consider them enemies? At least the government. I don't know any cartel people, so I can't say if they're my enemy or not, but I'm sure if I were to meet one in public, and I were to even say a little bit of how I felt about certain groups of people, I'd probably get killed. So yeah, maybe they are my enemy. Who knows? Who cares? Who gives a shit about this? This is just an article meant to say, oh, well, Trump, he's exerting too much power. Oh, he's doing something, it's illegal. Well, who cares if the outcome of his actions is beneficial to the nation at large? Cartel don't care about words, just transact. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, I'll put it to you this way. If there's a cartel affiliated guy that moves into my neighborhood and starts slinging crack, and I'm slinging crack, he's going to want to take care of me. Then he becomes my enemy. Trump claims that he saw a video showing lots of cargo that was scattered all over the ocean. Big bags of cocaine and fentanyl all over the place. Trump asserted the military had recorded evidence that they were leaving Venezuela and headed towards the U.S. We were very careful because we know you people would be after us. Well, I mean, yeah. It's true. I mean, it's pretty much walking on eggshells no matter what he does. No matter what. No, Tyrone, the voice is not good. I know it's terrible. I gotta get like some phlegm in my throat to do it right, because there's a certain rasp that Trump has that I can't pull off on my own. Alright, what should I do next here? This one, because this doesn't seem too important. Oh no, I'll save that for later. Because I know someone in here is gonna get a little butthurt with this take. That's for sure. So let's move on to the Kimmell nonsense. I don't care. I guess Kimmell's kind of funny. I don't watch TV, but from what I've seen of him, I guess over the years he's made me laugh a few times. I wouldn't consider him like Jim Norton funny. He's not Opie and Anthony funny. He's not even Dane Cook funny, and I don't even think Dane Cook is that great. But I guess he got taken off the air here, and I actually did read the story today while I was taking a shit at work. But if it will, oh wait, that's the wrong one. I was like, what am I reading? BBC News. Why? Why do you fucking BBC? Go away. You fucking Euro fags, you Brits. Why are you reporting on our shit? Taking a Marcus. That's right. Taking a Joe Kenyon. A nice fat Mahmood at work. Okay, that's an AI summary. ABC has pulled Kimmell off the air over comments he made about the shooting of Kirk. Kimmel Live will be preempted indefinitely. A spokesperson for the Disney-owned network. I didn't know that. You'd think they'd be all behind this then. Disney's super lefty. Earlier this week, Kimmel said that... Well, no, where's the actual quote? Where's the quote here? In his Monday night monologue, Kimmel said, "The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it." One of that? What? That dude isn't MAGA. The Tyler Robinson or whatever. He's not he's like the polar opposite. What do you mean characterize the kid as anything other than one of them? I don't think they should fire Kimmel over that. I think he's just an idiot for saying it. He's like, that's nonsense. Score political points from it. Yeah, I mean, of course. Everyone does that shit. It's the media, every politician, everyone tries to score some kind of political one-up over the other side from any event like this. Yeah, I know. Exactly. How many real hardcore Trump MAGA people do you think are fucking troons? Not gonna happen, man. The host also noted flags being flown at half-mast in honor of Kirk, which got some criticism and mocked Trump's reaction. "This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he calls a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish," said Kimmel. I didn't even get a chuckle out of that one. I'm sure someone out there did, but I don't know. I don't think a 4-year-old goes around flying flags at half-mast when their fish dies. Apparently on the day Kirk was shot, Kimmel took to Instagram to condemn the attack and send love to the activist's family. Well, then he was just doing his show. He's just fucking around and trying to be funny. Kind of failing at it, but trying nonetheless. I think it's good that he's off the air because it's one more liberal sleazebag not going off on the airwaves. One more guy that just has his fucking head up his ass getting put in his place. That's why I think it's good that he's fired. I don't necessarily agree with why. I don't see this as speech that needs to be censored. I don't see this as anything other than, again, like I said, Jimmy Kimmel trying to be funny and giving his garbage opinion on it. And Trump's all rah-rah for ABC suspending him, or really firing him, I guess, because it said indefinitely. So that's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on. Come back. There we go. Okay, I think... Yeah, it says we're back. It says we're back. Was I breaking up? I think I'm back again. Am I still here? Chat, am I still here? It says I'm still here. L's in the chat. Alright, back again. Back again. Thinking I'm back here. my chat message posted. I'm getting new chats. Sam's Club dropout. Last time it did this was on the atheism stream, which is weird. The atheism stream. I mean, why? Well, let's just give it a minute. I'll just relax and sip my beer. Chat can talk about chat stuff, and I'll just see if it'll keep this shit up, because if it does, I'm gonna have to break it off and start a new stream. But it seems good for now. Oh, that is a strong beer. I'm at 3 out of 4 bars, and that's it back up to 4. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good to continue. What are you talking about, Ray? Stop my occultist shit. I'm not a fucking occultist. Tower, I'll pretend I didn't see that. Those are allowed in my chat. Alright, let's just get right back to it here, because I think we're back. We're back. Freedom of speech. He shared his opinion and is being canceled. To me, that is bizarre. On holiday from Virginia. I was thinking on holiday from somewhere else in the world. I mean, why is that bizarre? This happens all the time. This has been happening for the last 10 years, people sharing their opinions and getting canceled. Cancel culture. Have you never heard of it? It's just weird that